Afghanistan hosts historic U.S. delegation, from resistance to recognition, Kabul. On September 13, 2025, the Grand Hall of Kabul's Arg Palace witnessed a defining moment in Afghanistan's modern history. What unfolded was more than a diplomatic meeting. It symbolized a shift from years of war to a new chapter of recognition and dialogue. Once seen as an insurgent force, the Taliban, now ruling as the Islamic Emirate, sat across the table from a high-level American delegation. The hall's Afghan carpets, soft light, and a large wooden table framed the historic encounter. At the center sat Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi, his attire reflecting Afghan traditions while signaling a new geopolitical identity. Opposite him was the U.S. team led by Adam Baylor, the special presidential envoy for hostage affairs, and seasoned diplomat Zalmay Khalilzad, whose decades of involvement in Afghan affairs added weight to the moment. When the two sides shook hands, it was not just protocol, it was history in motion. This marked the first high-level U.S. visit to Kabul since the Taliban regained power in 2021. The meeting covered critical issues: a prisoner exchange agreement, the easing of U.S. sanctions, investment opportunities, and broader efforts to normalize relations. Taliban officials confirmed that a prisoner swap deal had been finalized, underscoring their growing influence in global diplomacy. The backdrop to this meeting was set earlier in 2025 when an American delegation's visit in March led to the lifting of major international bans on Taliban leaders. Even long-standing U.S. bounties, including those on figures such as Sirajuddin Haqqani, were removed, an unmistakable sign of Washington's changing approach. In recent weeks, the Taliban also released George Galizman, an American citizen detained since 2022. That goodwill gesture paved the way for the September talks, showing Tehran had Afghanistan was no longer isolated, but actively shaping dialogue with its former adversaries. Taliban spokesperson Zabihullah Mujahid hailed the talks as proof of the Emirates' effective strategy. Analysts agree that the meeting highlighted not only the Taliban's resilience, but also their ability to convert battlefield strength into diplomatic leverage. Beyond prisoners and sanctions, the discussion looked toward Afghanistan's economic future. With increasing investments from China and new trade routes opening, the Taliban emphasized their commitment to rebuilding the country, constructing roads, hospitals, schools, and infrastructure aimed at stability. The message was clear: Afghanistan's leadership seeks not only survival, but development. The symbolism of the moment was powerful. From mountains and battlegrounds, the Taliban have now stepped onto the stage of global diplomacy. After enduring 20 years of war, drone strikes, and sanctions, they emerged stronger and determined to present Afghanistan as a sovereign state deserving recognition. As the U.S. delegation departed, cameras lingered on Muttaqi's confident expression, projecting the image of a government that has survived, adapted, and now demands respect. On social media, one phrase captured the mood: the Taliban did not only win the war, they have won peace. And that is true power.